Yeah, we've had some amazing games with Perth. Firstly, obviously, congratulations to Michael Aylan. When you see 950 games, it's pretty incredible. The multicultural round is something that we've been doing for a long time at our club, and to see Perth kind of grab it as well, and I think it's just a good statement about what basketball is about. It's for everybody, and we're represented by a lot of different cultures in all our teams and in the league, and so to celebrate that is pretty special. Obviously CG playing 500, probably not his best game tonight and stuff, but his celebration just in the locker room, just finding a way to get a win was pretty special. So gutsy without Tyson. Milt had to do a lot for us tonight, and other people had to do a lot for us, so yeah, gutsy win.
The ability to get that shot at the end was massive, but also it was on half time, made another big one, also just important, it's a crucial time. Talk about his game.
Yeah, no, we know how clutch he is as a player, and just the composure he has in big moments. And yeah, once he had that one in the left hand and was ISO'd against Joe, it's kind of, I think all our bench knew what shot he was going to shoot, and it was pretty heavily contested, but great play from him.
Is that concussion or was that a broken something?
No, so he took a shot to the jaw. We did our concussion testing, and he passed that, and so from that point it was just precautionary to say, we don't think it's good for him to go back out there today, but we think he'll be fine for next week.
Did you see him stumble? Like, it looked like he was going to get first in the court at one point, going to walk off? Was that something that would have worried you at the time?
Oh yeah, anytime there's a head knock, it's concerns, and especially certainly our club, we've had a number of them. So, by the time he got back to the locker room, he was really good. So, there was an opportunity to play him again if we really wanted to, but we shut it down.
If we lose him early, and then you got to suddenly work out who's getting his minutes. Like, there's a lot of work to be done there. How proud are you when you group to be able to rally when you're down?
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest game. I just thought we couldn't finish plays. Felt like we turned it over a lot, and you see some of those games when what's his third game, coming back to Perth after Bendigo and having these midweek games as well and travel, and it just felt like we were just a little bit off. And when you've got all those circumstances going on plus Tyson, it was it's real pleasing to walk out of here with a win.
Or was it like the pressure was intense out there throughout?
Excuse me.
It wasn't a pretty game. What would it feel like to try to sort of work through it?
It felt pretty good. The coaches have done a good job, like just telling us stay ready anytime when your number's called. So, yeah.
And were you confident Milt was going to do the business for you in the end?
Yeah, for sure. We trust Milt all the time. So.
How much confidence does it give you to walk into a place like this with the crowd on top of you and to do that?
It gives us a lot of confidence. Last time we came in here, we didn't do too well, and to get a win against them, we did a good job.
Anyone online? Cover it, Chris.
How would you, Malith? How big of a result is this for the team? I mean, given the circumstances where you're without Tyson, you're without Shea, and playing against a team on a winning streak, and to walk out of here with a win and secure yourself in fourth spot for now, how big of a result is this for the team?
It's a big result. We've been saying we're trying to get back to our identity, and like the last couple games, we've been taking it step by step, and I reckon we're there now.
What about for you as well to have the trust of Dean and the coaching staff to play big minutes in this game, to have a big say in the result? I mean, how proud are you of what you were able to do tonight?
Yeah, I'm obviously happy. Dean is always telling me to stay aggressive whenever I get it out there. And yeah, the coach is always doing a good job telling me just stay aggressive, get out there and do what you do.
You have taken a lot of confidence from the other night as well. How many times have you watched that dunk back from the other night?
A lot, because people sent it to me as well, so.
And so they should. Dean, can I get your thoughts on Malith? I mean, you talked about in the other night how important he was with his energy. He was massive in his minutes tonight as well, and I mean, you're a +15 been with him out on the floor tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing a better job of just rewarding people for what he's done. He's has an amazing month at practice, and in some of the games that the guys that didn't play major minutes, he's been dominant in those games, and so to keep throwing him into high pressure situations, put him on Windler down the stretch there, throw him in those moments. But yeah, I think we might have been 10 or might have whatever down, and we couldn't get a bucket at all, and he hits a floater that kind of got us going, and then hits a 3-ball, and so it was like the confidence to put him back in the fourth quarter. He really earned it. So he's doing some great things for us.
What about Jesse's game? I mean, we sat there. It was only 8 days ago when you played Tasman, he was massive in that game as well, and tonight he has 18 and 17, up against Joe for a lot of that game, and again he's another one with a plus 13. He was huge.
Yeah, early foul trouble, and so game getting. I'm not sure these minutes seemed a little bit messed up tonight, but he probably played the 26. Is probably right, and so for him to have that foul trouble and then still get 26 minutes is really important. That we put him in moments in that second quarter where, could he pick up a foul here and have to sit out? But he managed himself well. I thought his intent to go after every board tonight was massive. There's a number he didn't come up with. There's a number he got fouled on. But for us to win a basketball game, with that last rebound and Jesse, Finn, and then come up with that loose ball, they're the kind of defensive moments when your offense is not really ticking that you need. And Jesse taking his time down in the block and dropping it in. His free throw is looking better. He's a tough cover right now.
And you've always been eyeing off this Friday's game for Shea to return back in New Zealand. Is everything on track for that to happen?
Yeah, he had a good session today. We got him a 5-on-5 scrimmage today, and he came through that well. And hopefully he just continues to have a really good week at practice. And again, if he's ready, he's ready. If he's not, we're not going to push him. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a point guard come back.
Well, especially if you can see him with Tyson. I mean, you must be excited to finally get to see them together.
Yeah, I think we talked about, we played 13 minutes with the whole roster, all year, and so everyone's got injuries and things, but we know, having a defensive player of the year sit out and how dynamic Shea is to our group and how much more pressure we can put on teams when he's back in the lineup. Fun to just be able to get a few games, into him and then, hopefully have that FIBA window and just have him come out flying at the other end.
And Malith, can I just finish with, obviously Melbourne as a club have done a great job starting off multicultural around and have done it for a number of years, and now this was Perth's first chance. What does it mean for somebody like you with your background to be part of it and to see how different cultures are now being celebrated?
Melbourne have always done a good job of celebrating multicultural around. It's good to see going out to Perth and that, and the Sudanese community. United have done a very good job. We had a lot of Sudanese guys come through the program throughout the year, so yeah.
Very good. Thanks very much, guys.
Third consecutive game, you kept your opponents under 80 points. It seems like your defensive identity is really coming back. A rough period through the middle of the year. Are you sort of happy with where the team's going at the moment, especially on the defensive end? Has keeping teams under 80 points been part of what you've spoken about?
Yeah, we thought that was, of all the things where we kind of dropped off as a team, we just felt we just get back to our defensive identity. Then we get to run more. We have more freedom offensively, and so we've changed all our practices, everything that we were doing for the latter part of the first 15 games to say every practice starts with a defensive drill now, and it's just an absolute focus for everyone to try. We messed up some coverages still tonight and gave them a couple of cheap ones, but the intent to really help each other, to have active hands. We chart deflections. We're looking at our rebound percentage. We're looking at any time in practice we miss a rebound. There's a massive focus on the physicality and the defensive end, and we've still got some things to tidy up offensively, but it's a good place to be right now.
Last one from me.
No, we just, like our focus, the whole year was we've got to try and take one more step. You lose 2 grand finals, the only way to try and move is to go one more step better. And so, but we certainly hasn't been worried about ladder position. If we had lost that game tonight, I still would have been kind of happy to say I think we're making some improvements. And our goal was to go into the playoffs, having everybody available and playing really good basketball. And if we can play that defensive level and tidy up some things, we give ourselves a chance.